an awesome April. Yeah. Oh, yes. Make your great big why. Use your great big why on a regular basis to help keep you going. Unwind that down over desks and devices. You get open your arms up and a great big why, and maybe twist those arms around. It kind of flosses the shoulder socket, right? You're clearing out the cobwebs, and you can do it. You can do it with a goalpost kind of thing too. It's a shark, rawr, rawr. Whatever it takes to open those shoulders up, move that body, loosen up that stress, nod that, do a little bobblehead action, bobblehead, and loosen that up. It doesn't have to be big, it can be super small. You can gamify your little movement explorations because it's dispersing the tension that's accumulating, that stress and tension accumulates, and that's what creates these painful limitations and irritations that can lead to injuries and chronic discomfort. So we want to, the more frequently you break it up, the better off you are. And that's part of what WISE is all about. WISE is wellness, integration, solution, essentials. Basically, the basics, right? Little things like that, simple strategies instead of our incessant focusing on quick fixes and fix it now. And I just, why, where's the solution? Looking out there for the solution when often the solution is right here if we can just pause long enough to see what's going on. Yes, so one of the most awesome things about April, other than me, yes, my birthday was April 3rd, born on a Wednesday, the third day of the month, the third day of the week. But this year it was on a Thursday. We celebrated. Yes, this past Thursday. 57 revolutions around the sun, commencing 58. What? It's crazy. I can't believe I'm still here. Barely made it through quite a few times, but I'm still here, resilient and ready, and leading by example that you can show up as a happier, healthier human, come what may, day by day. The catastrophizing, the automatic negative thinking, it comes. You don't have to get caught up in it. We do sometimes, which is why it's great to come together in a place like this, the WISE Community Leaders Mastermind Group. That's your sneak peek inside there. We're all about overcoming overwhelm, beating burnout, and in some cases defeating depression, but essentially simplifying success so that we can have more fun making more money, right? Without all of the tech overwhelm, all of the madness, the marketing madness, the funnel frenzy. One funnel away, just get that one funnel, just get that. Why don't we just set some super simple systems and then carry on with the work that we love? Wellness leaders, mission-driven leaders, nonprofit leaders working together create a better world by choosing to be happier, healthier humans come what may, day by day. Now, there's something before I get into the Grow with Ease presentation. Here's ease. If you don't know, you click those buttons. I just tossed this up here. Let me go through that again. If you don't know when this isn't big enough, you just click it and it gets bigger. Before we get into this, I wanted to point out for you, let me move me out of the way, me. Here we go. See, over here in the sidebar, you can let people know there's still this launch special, and I'm about to make a little video today to go with it. But right now, it just goes directly to the PayPal. And the reason you want to do that is because instead of, well, it's not $365 a year anymore. Instead of the annual or monthly recurring, you get a one-time $365 that includes the super special three-day, three breakthrough sessions with me, the 3x3 breakthrough, working one-to-one with me. And that is just an absolute, that's like a $999 offer for just $365. So you want to hop on that. Now, something new is coming down the pipe. If you're interested in, the good old Go High Level, I've started a Go High Level agency set up to give some of my wellness leaders just a basic website and connectivity So if you're interested in that, you would need to subscribe at the monthly, but you can get all the details from me, and we'll skip the setup fee. And of course, another option for getting in here for free is to use my Skool affiliate link and start your own school, start making money, and you get the steady income quick start guide and the Skool affiliate earning playbook, and yes, the grow with ease, which we're here today to talk about. Grow with ease and enjoy life. That's right. Come together and enjoy life. If you're not interested in all the business, connect, collaborate, cultivate, convert. You're not interested in all that business, and you just want some daily boosts of happiness to beat the blahs, come on in over here. But today we're going to talk about grow with ease. I did a 5-day challenge a couple weeks ago, and I guess we'll do another one this week, I suppose. Something coming up soon. Some new version of that. The 5 simple steps to grow with ease. It's the new framework for me. Wendy, your host here, Happier, Healthier Humans. For those of you that don't know me, hi, I'm Wendy, wise and integrative. Integrating simple strategies, simplifying. Healthy doesn't have to be complicated, and business doesn't have to be so hard, folks. That's right. Take a nice deep breath. I have these 3 keys that you can use to reset anywhere, anytime. Breathe in, smile, and generate some joy. That's simple. The more you practice those 3 keys frequently throughout the day by day, the easier it gets, the more it becomes automatic, the more you're resetting your physiological state. I mean, breathing quite literally refreshes, renews, and revitalizes you. Yeah? Smiling actually releases feel-good hormones and endorphins and creates a positive physiological response in your system. And generating joy and gratitude dispels the darkness, shoos away those ants, that automatic negative thoughts that will come at us regardless, because we're wired that way to watch out for the dangers. And it's our choice. Oh, there's a cat on the fence Max is looking at. Yeah, it's our choice if we're going to get caught up in the madness and let it drag us away, or if we're going to just let it drift on down the river, right? It can be a quick and simple practice like that, or you can make it more meditative. Get into some box breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. In. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a basic box breathing. You do lion breathing. I love that one. That's great for dispelling anxiety, relieving stress. It feels good too. All right. So are you ready for 5 simple steps to grow with ease? Yes. Well, wait, Wendy, what did you said you're doing websites? Where did it come from? I thought you were a massage therapist or an online health coach. You did pain relief, or what is, I mean, there's a lot to me. It's over 5 decades here, right? Since the programming in my first 7 years. And in the 90s, I had a business called Wenzer Web Services, right? I provided domains and websites, and I was building online directories with some other people, building communities around certain things back in the 90s. This isn't new. I've been an entrepreneur and artistic entrepreneur all of my life, and I've done a lot of different things, and I have a lot of unique skills and capabilities that are coming together, integrating in these wonderful offerings for you with the Wise Life mentorship to help you break through those limitations, subconscious or physical, right? Actual physical pain relief, and also deeper dive breakthrough coaching. And now super online systems. Go wise, grow online, the wise way. There you have it. I've been working with nonprofits all my life, and I'm passionate about that. I'm passionate about wellness. I thought about being a doctor when I was a kid. I didn't want to go to school. forever. And yet here I am in actual health care instead of medical business, an eternal student, always learning. And that's a brief bit about me. Also thought about being a vet, but can't really stand to see animals in pain because I feel it too. So, from all of my poor choices throughout the years came wise choices. Simple health, longevity, success, right? Simple strategies: move, meal, and mind, not diet and exercise and mindset or meditation, but just mindfulness and moving more, eating real food that actually fuels you. Simple choices so that you set those foundations. And now I'm doing the same with business. From my poor choices came wise choices. From my business difficulties has come grow with ease, a new framework with 4 simple steps to help you move through the madness with less stress, more efficiency, so that you can actually enjoy making the money that you're here to make, that you can return to loving the work that you love doing, that maybe you've become a little disillusioned or a little fed up with. I've burned out on body work a few times and other things because it can be really hard to grow the business and still enjoy doing the work that you love. And that's what I'm here to help people in that messy middle, and kind of not people that are like striving for that 7-figure income, but people who might end up having that 7-figure income by simplifying things and just focusing on doing the work they love instead of chasing the money. Yeah. Ease is all about engaging with yourself, your vision, your values. It's about attracting instead of chasing. It's about scaling, which means growth, not amplifying your income, from doing what you love and focusing on what you love. And using these approaches, you will probably grow that income exponentially, just by putting the simple systems in place so that it keeps going and keeps growing without you constantly chasing, without it being the goal. The goal for those of us who are mission driven leaders is to serve with significance. It's about the impact and the joy on the journey. And the money is a tool that helps us see that through. And in all of my chasing after the money and these marketing to marketers by marketers, marketing, I got lost. And I got spun around in circles, and I got money taken from me that didn't deliver what was promised, that I gave because I was chasing the money instead of seeking the simplicity in the system, so that my message, my joy, could come through without getting bogged down by the busyness of business. Yeah, so now I'm turning that around. I've assembled a wonderful crew of wise community leaders together in a mastermind container where you have access to my wonderful stress soothing, tension taming, and also many Skool experts, people specializing in conversion and other, SEO or other important to business things that aren't my specialty. And now I have the systems, the wise and integrative solutions. And it's just a wonderful melting pot where we can come together and beat burnout and uplift one another and fill those holes in the bucket when we spring a leak, right? And what needs some attention? Maybe you need some attention on your about page. Maybe you need some attention with your creatives. Maybe you need some attention with conversion. Maybe you need some attention with whatever. There's probably an expert here in Wise Community Leaders that can lend some patch to you, right? I don't know. I'm winging it here. So let's get going. Let's explore these 5 simple steps to grow with ease. There you go. the down button or the sideways button. Oops, too far. This is all about building community without burnout, nurturing relationships that create referrals that are resilient and result in revenue. As you can see here, I have been all in on Skool for over a year, learning and growing with top expert creators, games winners. I've been to Skool headquarters. I'm right there at Skool headquarters. It's not photoshopped in. That's actually me standing in Skool headquarters. And these metrics have grown. It's still solid green. And I am a community catalyst. I'm not here to help you with funnels. I'm not here to help you with marketing and DM outreach and sales. I'm here to help you reflect and reset so that you move forward with less stress and more joy, enjoying your success. And there's a wonderful workbook that you can grab along with this. You can invite friends to come enjoy this at waitlist.wisewithwendy.com, and there's a special offer button in there with a recording of similar to this, where I just walk you through these 5 steps to increase income without burnout, to grow your community and your business with ease. That's right. Step 1 is the reality check. Whoa, hey, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? What's the point, right? So you just pause. You're going to hear me say that a lot. Pause. Just pause. What's working? What's not working? Where are the holes in your bucket? What's draining you? What feels good? It's important to revisit this from time to time, not just set this at the start. It's not a set and forget it. It's something that you constantly want to check yourself before you wreck yourself, right? Airplanes don't just go, there's constant course correction to make sure that they're on course. I mean, up there in the great blue sky, right? And business can feel like that too. Like, where am I? I don't know. So he's tuning in. And that's part of why coming together with a group of like-minded peers is so important. Hey, Wendy, what are you doing there? I'd had some people around me to point out a few of my erroneous choices during my grief cycle of the past few years. I might not have gotten so deep in the ditches that I fell into. So how do you want to feel? How do you want it to feel for your members? How do you want it to feel for your clients? How do you want the experience to feel? This is very important to keep checking in, to keep it fresh and exciting, right? That's a wonderful way to stop burnout, by keeping it fresh and exciting. Indeed. Now, if you don't know, in my world of acronyms and alliteration, there's the cats. It's the old tomcat on the fence. Yeah, he's making his moves. STOP stands for stress, tension, overwhelm, pain. Those are the things that we want to stop, right? Stress, tension, overwhelm, pain. So stop. Pause to stop those things. Stress, tension, overwhelm, pain. They all accumulate and can wreck your body and your business. So stop the burnout. Ask yourself if you're doing a little too much. You're trying to carry it all alone, and how that's impacting your performance. Where you need a little bit of support. What are some things that you've tried that have worked or not worked? Thank you, Max. It's very exciting. He's trying to get the cat on the fence outside, but he's inside and he doesn't quite know how to do it. Yes, there's been line about it. I want to go through the walls. I want the superpower of being able to go through the walls so I can get to the cat. Yes. So checking again periodically to see what some things are that help you or hinder you from making the progress that you want to make in the way that you want to make it, feeling the way that you want to feel, right? It's exhausting building a business, and it's exhausting creating community and nurturing it, keeping it alive. It's exhausting having a life, right? And managing all 3 of those things simultaneously, plus all of the things of adulting. So give yourself some grace, right? Give yourself some grace and make sure that you're getting the support that you need. What kind of support would help make things more easier, efficient, effective with ease? Yes, efficiency, effective efficiency with ease. There you go. Ease. Part of that is looking at the difference between audience and community. Yeah, we're so programmed now by social feeds and just like, and here I am, look at me and do this thing. And as I was saying, if you do this, talking to people and preaching and reaching and telling and instructing instead of engaging and asking, inquiring, being curious, listening, allowing relationships to form, right? So as you're doing your posting or your things, it's important to ask yourself, are you just preaching, teaching, and reaching, or are you creating the space for connecting, engaging, and attracting actual relationships? What are the differences for you? In the workbook, this is a great place. You can do a little brain dump or mind mappings or whatever you like to do that help you work it through. And what are the things that really give you a sense of community? And then you can start to integrate. You can, like remove some things and add some things and try some things and different approaches until you create that ecosystem that you're looking for. This is what we're doing here. We're creating an ecosystem that kind of is self-sustaining ecosystem instead of, a giant never-ending mountain peak or a runoff that, if you think about that, a meadow, pond, a wonderful ecosystem, it's like you don't want it to be the to go through, have that constant runoff, right? But you also don't want it to be a stagnant poison puddle either. The same is true of your body, right? And your business. It's like the rushing river that's tearing through. Want to create that ecosystem where things are fresh and alive and sustainable resilience. Yeah. So what are some ideas for helping your viewer audience become more active community participation? I'll share some of these in the community. Wonderful discussions in a lot of the Skool communities I belong to about this. So those are some wonderful ways to get started creating ease, engage. Here's a question, what's one way you'll encourage deeper connections with your people? This could be your family. It doesn't have to be an online community. This could be your family, your friends. This could be your pets. This could be yourself, right? Yourself is one of your people. So, and that's part of the ease about connection, connecting your vision, your values, your vehicle, you, and creating connections with people in your world, your environment, nurturing connectivity in your ecosystem so that it attracts the right kinds of wildlife, right? Yes, we want to be the dolphins swimming along and beating off the sharks. So by connecting to yourself, by creating that clarity, you automatically start attracting the right people into your world, right? Like you have that clarity, that confidence, and you're connected to your vision and values. You're connected to you, and that comes clear to others. And people are like, I want that. Look at that. I want that, right? And then people come in and they spread the word, creates the referrals. The relationships create the referrals that help you scale. So scaling in our world here of growth, scaling as in growth, sustainable growth, it feels effortless with ease, yes, is about keeping it fresh, keeping it simple, keeping it magnetic, right? And having simple ways for people to give you money because money is the tool that helps us keep going and keep growing. If I had just had credit cards or business funding to support this, I'd be much further along the journey than, running in mud like I have been. This is exhausting and really a much slower process than on a smoothly paved surface. Um, of golden bricks, right? But the resilience is part of it. And the lessons I'm learning now further serve those that I am serving as I go. And this is the most important as far as I'm concerned, which is why I have a whole community about it. And joy. N joy. Generate the joy. Choose the joy. Happiness is fleeting. It comes and it goes. It's more of a feeling. Joy is more of a state. It's a way you choose to show up. Yeah. And these are all tied into one another, right? Can you feel that? It's about that ecosystem feeling. When you have that joy doing what you're doing, it automatically engages people more. You're more engaged with what you're doing. Other people are more engaged and come and connect more because it feels good. And it creates this higher vibration, these ripples of joy that create this flywheel of relationships, referrals, and revenue resiliently, right? This resilience. So thinking about what brings you that joy and what is the joy that you want to nurture. More questions about, when you love what you're doing, it doesn't feel like work. So how can you make your work feel more like play? And that's what so many of us are doing today. And of course, thinking about all these things, reflecting on all these questions is wonderful, but without actually applying them and putting them into practice, seeing what actually works and what's just a good idea. It sounded good in my head, but it didn't really come out so well on paper or in practice. That's action is the magic, the awesome sauce. So pick 1 to 3 things that you're going to apply. Action tasking, share your steps in the Skool group, share your findings, just share how you grow with ease, what you think of the framework, and share with others, bring them along for the journey. You don't have to keep doing it the hard way. You don't have to go it alone. Growth does to be a grind. Join us if you're not already inside Wise Community Leaders Mastermind, a wonderful place for spreading joy, creating ease in the journey. Leaders.wisewithwendy.com is a super simple way to share that. Although if you're already a member, you want to share your referral link so that you get your 40% affiliate earning. That's right, 40%. And remember about this launch special here. It is really super duper. You get the bundle of joy, essentially, the breakthrough mentorship, working with me, and the 3x3 there in the launch special for only $365 one time. Ooh, super duper bundle of joy. And I'm off to make that video next. That'll be fun. It includes the steady incomes quick start guide, the Skool action plan, one-to-one session, your affiliate earning playbook. All of these are available in the mastermind community as well. And you can pick up the 3x3 coaching with me anytime. Usually at $999 for the 30 days of working with me. And you can have that right now for $365. So book a quick connect call if you have any questions. There I am. There it is. There's your weekly wise. Grow with ease. You're going to hear a lot about this over and over and over again because this is the mission for 2025 is to grow with ease and to help others grow with ease too. So there you have it. And that about wraps things up. If you have any questions, just go ahead and drop them in the community or shoot them across to me on whichever platform you're following in the DMs. I am most available on Skool, secondary availability on LinkedIn DMs, and of course, the best way if you're not on either of those, is to just connect.wisewithwendy.com and book a call. I've got my calendar pretty open right now, more open than usual. So you want to seize this opportunity to get together with me and have a quick, a wise action plan, where you walk away with some solid steps forward, creating that life you love. Thanks for being here, and I look forward to seeing you inside one of the Skool communities. That's right, Skool with a K. Skool, keep it cool on Skool. I'll see you soon. Do, 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 do.